start time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just want to see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier, flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky, hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty, talking all aki. Think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me, it's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy, I'm Rocky. Leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the boulder, walk a floor full of...
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain, a great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 4. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yep. Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Dillon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Dillon again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, here's Goff. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now gone. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give right side Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Goff now to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. To throw is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Goff. And And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff now looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot before break here. Goff. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Back to throw, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Goff now looks to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5,000 yards. Could he challenge the all-time record? Maybe even bump it up closer to 6,000 yards? I can't wait to watch. And the way he's playing, I wouldn't put it past him. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Crosby with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now a first down throw. Gone.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On first down, here's Breida. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
From the 22, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
On first down, it's gone.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Goff. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 4th down, Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll go down at the 28. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open.
And now here is another interception. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Green Bay, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.